Okay, this is a quick video that will show you how to knit a placket at the same time as the rest of your knitting, not knitted separately. So this is going to be mimicking working in the round, but you can do this technique working flat. So I have knit, I want my placket to be 4 stitches in garter stitch. So I knit to the center where my placket will be, and 2 stitches before the center I worked, I was working on the right side, I worked in knit to the center and then 2 stitches past. And then I turned the work and I worked 4 stitches in knit to make the garter, and then purled the rest of the round. So this is going to be mimicking finishing the round in purl, back to the center. I will purl to where my 4 placket stitches are. So from the right side, this left side of the fabric for the placket will end up sitting behind. So what we need to do is pick up and knit the 4 placket stitches that will be sitting behind. Now to do that, you need to find the frowns of the stitches in the row below. So here is my last regular row, and here was the row where I first started my placket, and here was my row knitting back. So I want to pull up a stitch from the row below, right here. So it's going to be this stitch, this stitch, this stitch, and this stitch. And knitting in garter helps because it's going to be the very first little purl bump that you see below the needle, right there, those bumps. And make sure you get the frowns, not these smiles. That is in between stitches, and if you pick those up, your placket will be 1 stitch off. You want to get the actual stitches, which are these frowns. So to do that, you will lift that frown. Oh, I needed to move my yarn to the back because I'm knitting, so move my yarn. Lift that frown and knit it, which may have to use the other needle to kind of help put it on right there. And then the next one is right there. I'm going to grab another needle here to help me. Right there. And then the next one is right there. And I'm going to knit it. Oops. Ah, just lost it. I lost the last 2. Let me fix that. Okay, do that again. This has that one, this one, this one, there, and then one more, which is right, can be kind of hard to see, but it's this one right there. Underneath it, lift it up, and here's my spare needle to pull the stitch off there. And if you're doing this with one big long circular needle, this can get very crowded and awkward, so the first few rows it might help to use just a double pointed needle for these overlapping stitches until you get a little more wiggle room in the fabric. So now I would simply turn the work and start knitting back, starting with these back placket stitches, and then as you go you'll have your double layer overlapping placket. And you can do this knitting flat as well. You would simply work your whole right edge, as you do any neckline, you would work your whole right edge, including your placket, and finish to the shoulder, and then you would pick up to knit your left side and pick up those placket stitches, and then finish the left side separately. So anyway, that's that, picking up placket stitches so that you have an overlapping placket at the same time as the rest of your knitting.